Well, my hair's a mess. I don't want to do that. Hi, everybody. This is Sue, and I have been working on a a rope rug. This thing has been quite a project, but I have learned a few things. And so here's the rug. I don't know if you can see that or not. I've forgotten just exactly how many different ropes I've put in here. They're all clothesline rope from Walmart. This stuff. They're all this. I really like this. Not only is it easy to work with, but this rope is actually pretty. And so what I started out with was the fabric that I used to make the ironing board covers. And I had a lot of that left over, and some of it was just, just scraps, and I just cut it into strips like this. And some of it's narrower than this, and some of it's wider, and it doesn't matter. And so this is what I have left. And those of you that watch Just Get It Done Quilts know that Karen Brown of Just Get It Done Quilts calls it Mount Scrapmore. This is what's left of that Mount Scrapmore. There's some I need to cut right there, but that's okay. I can do that later. But to cut this, just super simple. You just cut a narrow strip, and it doesn't matter what the scrap looks like. Just cut it into narrow strips like that. And now I've shown you this before, how to wrap this around the rope. And let's see here. Let me push this down. How to wrap it around the rope and sew it down. But what I've learned is wrapping the rope first before you put it into the project is actually easier. It actually goes faster. Yeah, it's using up a lot of thread, and that's a thing. But it doesn't matter. If you've got some scrap spools around, throw those in there too. Big deal. This is a scrap project. So just use your scraps. And that includes your thread. Now then, can you see that? Because see, what I've been doing is I'm almost done with this rope. This is very long. It's down on the floor. But when I get done with it, I'm just going to roll it up, just on my hand, and then I'm going to put it into this rug. Now, one thing that I've also learned from this is when you get to the end of the rope and you're going to add another rope into it, go ahead and go off the edge about a quarter of an inch. Just go off the edge. And so what happens then, let me see, I gotta turn this rope around. I gotta turn this rug around. Okay. Now, see right there? This is the end of, I've got to trim this But this is the end of the last rope. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me see if I can get this where you can see that. Okay, right here. See, this is the end of that last rope. And I've gone off the edge here a little bit. So when I add the next rope in, it will be off the edge a little bit right there. And then I'll just lap that over, and then the rope will sit right there, but the fabric will be up here. And then you start sewing here and just come on around, and those two will nest together much easier. I just kind of figured that out. And I watched a woman last night, and she was, oh my goodness, she was cutting the ends off of her ropes and then wrapping them in tape, and I was like, what the heck are you doing? So, anyway, that is what I've been doing. And this thing, this is the fabric that I used to make the sewing machine cover. I'm not sewing machine, ironing board cover, sorry. And I don't know that I ever showed you the finished large ironing board. But there's the large ironing board cover. Can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah. Anyway, that's the large ironing board. And so what I'm putting in the rope is this stuff. This is the scraps from that. And so and then I got to looking on Pinterest, and I noticed that most of the people that were doing rope were putting in contrasting colors, or, you know, making a what's the word I want? Anyway, a border. And so I thought that might be a good idea. I've got some purple here. There's purple in my project. So I put the purple on just to kind of blend it together and give it a little bit of a break in the overall thing. And so this one that I'm working on now is this stuff. And then when I finish that, if I can still handle this, it's getting heavy and it's getting hard to handle. If I can still handle it, I have, just a second, let me go get it. I forgot to pick it up. I have this green and gold, which I think is really pretty stuff. And I'm going to cut this into strips, and I'm going to make this the final band of color. But then I was thinking, if I can still handle it, maybe a final band of just using up the leftover scraps from everything. Maybe I should do that. We'll see, because I'm not sure I can handle it. It's getting heavy and it's getting hard to handle. So I'm not sure if I can do that or not. To get it up, to get it level with my sewing machine while I'm sewing it, I've been using cereal boxes. This is our favorite cereal. And so, when I started out, I hadn't opened this yet. So it was kind of heavy and it was kind of sturdy. And see, it's not exactly level with it, but it's close enough. So I have two boxes. I have two boxes here, which I've been laying down side by side. This does not cover the entire thing, but it does help control this as it's going through the machine. And I may have to find something else to go back over here, like a box of crackers or something, to like Ritz crackers. The boxes are about the same, not quite as tall. What I ordered, I've been doing the pickup orders from Walmart. What I ordered was the mega size box of cereal. What I got was two large size, which I guess is okay. Not what I ordered, but I guess it's okay. I guess we're having shortages. I've been watching a lot of videos from people in Russia, just, average everyday people who are vlogging about what the sanctions are and everything. And I realized that their money has lost its value. The ruble is only worth a penny right now. So it's taking a lot for them to just buy groceries. I feel sorry for them. But at the same time, prices are going up here too. In fact, it's kind of shocking how fast prices are going up here too. So the sanctions are hurting everybody. It's not just Russians. The Russians are kind of, well, you can't blame them for being shook up. They didn't plan this war. They don't have much control over their government. So I feel kind of sorry for them. Nothing I can do for them, but I feel sorry for them. So anyway, I've been watching their videos, and it's pretty tough over there. But it's pretty tough over there in Ukraine too. So feel sorry for those folks too. And but we do what we can. So anyway, I just thought I would let you know about this rug that I'm making. Now I've already got videos on how to sew the rope. I'm not going to do that again because there's really no reason to, except for I'm pre-wrapping the rope, and it's much easier than trying to sew it and wrap it at the same time. Pre-wrapping the rope, especially if you're doing something like this where you're pretty much 100% covering it, you're just not fighting with this rope anymore. It's just easier. At least it is for me. So I just thought I'd pop in here, tell you what was going on, and tell you what I'm doing. And as far as what's going on, let me think. Oh, my grandson's dog had puppies. And he already had 3 dogs, because my daughter had 3 dogs. And he was living with my daughter when she died, so the dogs became his. You know, he just kind of, he just suddenly got the dogs. And one day he came to me and he said, I kind of think maybe Shyla's pregnant. Shyla's the middle dog. She's not the oldest, she's not the youngest, she's the middle dog. And I said, what makes you think that? And he said, oh boy, is she getting fat, and she eats a lot, and her tits are getting big, and she wants to be loved constantly. I can't get away from her. She's just constantly following me around, wanting to be loved. I said, yeah, I think you're having puppies. Well, she had 8 puppies. So now my grandson has 11 dogs because she had 8 puppies and he already had 3 dogs. Now they're cute. And I went over there to see them when they were about 2 days old. And so, you know, they're little and they're cute. And my grandson gave me a little female. And she just cuddled up to me and she was just happy as she could be, all cuddled up there. And I was rocking her and petting her and everything. Then my grandson took that one. He gave me a little male. Boy, was he a feisty little thing. My God, couldn't hardly hold him. He was ready to go run. And I mean, poor little thing. He's 2 days old. He's got his eyes closed, and he's wanting to just run around. And the mother dog, Shyla, she's right there at my elbow. Give me back my puppy. Give me back my... She didn't care that I had the little female. But then when I had the puppy, the boy, she was, give me back my puppy. Give me back my puppy. So I put him on the floor just to see what she would do. And she tried to pick him up. She grabbed him by the scruff of the neck. And he screamed and he ran away from her. And he just kind of turned around. It was just kind of like going to be a big fight. You know, you think you can fight with me? So she tried to pick him up by the tail. Well, he didn't like that either. So finally I just picked him up and I gave him to my grandson. And so she calmed down then and she went back to her little nest that he's made for her with pillows and blankets and all this. And so the puppies are like 2.5 weeks now. And so it's been fun. It's been fun having puppies. And my grandson's roommate, his mother has been after him, I want grandchildren. And he's like, there's nothing I can do for you. I'm not having children. And so then after the puppies were born and she came over to see the puppies and she was, you know, I want grandchildren. And he said, here, you can have a puppy. Pick one out. But that's the closest you're going to get. As, that's just the way it is. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed my little story about the puppies.